Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're gonna talk about the Leo, because I was maybe not asked, but I saw some people on Blitz groups on Facebook had problems with this tank, and I really don't have no idea why, because this tank has great alpha damage, really good gun depression, quite trollish armor, and it's a medium tank with huge alpha, which is really great. So by the way, I just want to remind you that I'm still on my 500 subs quest, and we reached over 400. So if you want to help me out reaching 500 or even 1000 subscribers, I would be glad if you would subscribe to my channel. Because I want to take part of the RBM, the rating battles mission, where I can win some tanks for you. And yeah, but I need at least 1000 subs to participate. So yeah, it's all in your hands. And now let's look at the consumables I'm using: multi-purpose restoration pack, adrenaline and repair kit, of course, grilled salmon protective kit, and improved fuel for the provisions, and for ammo loadout 20 AP rounds. The penetration on AP isn't great, but it's enough. You will see it's enough to pen. If you need more, APCR will do the job, and some HE shells, 7 HE shells, because HE isn't that spectacular. I'm using gun rammer. Of course you can go for calibrated, but since you don't have heat, that doesn't give you much. So I stick to the rammer, but do whatever you prefer. Enhanced gun laying dry and refined gun, because the gun dispersion isn't great, and refined gun gives me some more accuracy, and this gun can be trollish. So defense system, enhanced armor, you can go with the improved assembly if you feel like better hit points works for you. Toolbox for sure, improved optics as usual for this type of tank, engine accelerator, and I would go for high-end consumables since I'm using adrenaline. And now let's look at the armor profile. As you can see, we're facing T20, the American medium tank, and yeah, as you can see, the armor on the turret can bounce, but not the front plate of the turret, let's say the front part of the turret. So it's a bit trollish. You need to wiggle. The front plate also is quite, upper plate of the hull is quite bouncy. You can't really side scrape because the hull is made in this strange way that it's best to face your opponents frontally and just wiggle a bit left and right, move back and forward, so to just get those troll bounces. Because you can see the bottom plate is paper, and yeah, you can't do really much if you're standing still, because some guns with good accuracy, like let's say Panther, will chew through you with no problems. Here we're facing T29. Let's check about the TDs. So yeah, basically our profiles is pretty much the same for all kinds of tanks, but as long as they don't load pramo. If they load pramo, you basically paper on front, but still your turret can bounce. It's angled in such a way then it really produces these bounces quite nicely. It's an auto ricochet zone. So yeah, we're gonna watch the games. First one will be in Normandy, and it will be more aggressive playstyle. In the second, you will see that we didn't have such a great team, and I need to just play more passively. At the same time, I would love to give you better games. Oh, you could see the Leo's ammo profile on the enemy tank, but yeah, I would love to simply give you better games. But I don't have much time to simply play the Leo because I'm grinding my tier 10's crews. So yeah, basically I'm just doing other stuff. As you can see, you can snapshot, and sometimes it goes straight in. In other cases, you will just miss your shot. So it's better to fully aim the gun. And like I told you, it's basically the tactics of playing this tank is pick-a-boom tank. You have nice alpha, which is over 300 at average. At full roll is 367 as I remember, so almost 400 damage for one shot. which is great. And as you can see, this armor profile can bounce some shells like we did with this poor T-29. And yeah, so it's a peekaboo tank. Use your maximum of gun depression you can use simply by just working those ridges. This playstyle works the best for me, at least. And just hide while you're reloading. And now I decided to push because as you can see, we are starting to win, but I know there's KV2 at the back, and this, yeah, I could have simply aimed at. And I don't want to push further because I know there's a KV2 on my right side in the camper spawn, in the bush where the KV2 is sitting. So I'm just simply trying to wait till he shoots. Unfortunately, he kills one of my amigos, teammates, but now at least I have time to relocate. And you need to be aware of not engaging targets where you are focused, because if any medium with large DPM can focus you, basically you have no chance to winning the duel. It's not a brawling tank, it's more of a support tank. When you give your large alpha damage for the team, for your medium tanks, which are trying to brawl, so you're just an extra gun there. You give them some firepower just to deal with the enemies and survive the battles, and that's the great thing. Because yeah, this alpha for a tier 7 medium tank is great, and you should use it, but not try to brawl with this tank. It's not a brawling tank, it's a support tank. In medium to long range, it's really hard to penetrate this tank unless you have good gun with good dispersion values. Otherwise you will struggle. As you saw, the T-29 with its aiming time was struggling to hit me, and now we're gonna flood the shot, as I remember, or we get not go, yeah, and that's the gun. I mean, like, sometimes you can snapshot and it works, but it's not a great sniping tank. You should stay in the mid-range. I would say the mid-range would be the best. And now we just bounced on the front plate, and I don't want to receive this shell. I really don't want to, and we're gonna try to bait the shot from this KV2, and it's gonna work out pretty darn good, yeah, as you can see. And now my team can push and deal with this KV2, and that's the main idea behind this tank. You're a support tank. Don't frontline unless you have the support. You can support your team. Of course, you can sit in the front line, like I sit on this ridge in Normandy, and you can work those spots, you can work those shots, but don't over push. Don't go alone, because as I told you, your DPM isn't greatest. You have simply large alpha damage, but this alpha damage is great only where you're not getting focused, if you're not brawling. Otherwise, they will simply burn you down with the DPM. And here's the second battle. As you can see, my whole team is sitting at spawn, but that's the weekend gameplay which you're probably all witnessing during weekends, especially that it's Christmas time, and many players that rarely play this game just decided to, let's have some free time, let's just play, and they just wasting air, especially in the higher tiers. Of course, this is tier 6, tier 7 battle, so yeah, I know those players need to play somewhere, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. If they play tier 6, tier 7, that's great, because they have some better opponents which they can try to face. They can just try to learn something, but if I see those kind of players on tier 10, it's just my will of playing this game is going straight down to 0%, and I'm just turning off my phone and just, yeah, I'm not playing. So yeah, as you can see, we're in a brawl situation, and it's not great for me. All I want to do is just push this guy behind, from behind this rock, so my team from the back can shoot him, and it works, as you can see. I don't know why I didn't kill him, and he broke my gun, so I couldn't shoot. But yeah, that was just something that I don't understand. But still, now we don't want to push. I mean, like, we're a one-shot basically to every single tank on this map, and I was able to spot the Leo. Thankfully he wasn't able to spot me because I was sitting still, he was moving. But as soon as I shot, oh no, I wasn't spotted. But I know he's sitting there, so we're gonna just load HE. And this HE went in, I did over 100 damage. And yeah, I'm glad with that, because 100 damage is more than 0 damage. And we're just gonna try to work our alpha damage. That's what we're doing. We have some teammates spotting for us, which is great, because in a situation like that, when you don't have the hit points, all you can do is snipe. And with this gun it's not really great, but yeah, reset camo, poke out again, snipe. You can of course try to relocate, try to work this space, so you need to be at long range. Oh, and that was unusual. You will see who is shooting me. There's, as you can see, there's one medium and one heavy, and medium is there, so that was the heavy shooting, and he was in the corner where the TD is sitting normally. And yeah, we're gonna stay here just to try to deal some more damage and simply survive this battle, because if you try to push, and that's the gun, I mean, come on. I wasn't even fully aimed, I wasn't even aimed, but it still went in, and I just hit this guy in the move. So yeah, that's the main problem with sniping with this tank. But still, we're gonna sit here just trying to deal some more damage, because if we push forward and they will spot us, we are dead meat. So it's better to stay here, try to deal some damage. And here's the Tiger 1-3-1. I mean, like, come on guys, don't play heavy tank like that. I mean, that's just crazy. But yeah, that's the... I hope that you somehow know how to play this tank right now. And that's basically all for this episode, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you like to join my Discord and talk with all the guys and me, the link to my Discord is in the description below, same as my Facebook profile, where I just post my videos and sometimes ask you questions for the videos. You can also suggest your videos in the comment section or on Facebook page. And yeah, that's it. Take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefield.